Welcome to our channel, where we explore the fascinating, the curious, and the downright mind-blowing. Today, we've got 50 amazing facts that are going to expand your horizons, blow your mind, and maybe even change the way you see the world. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's dive into the incredible, unbelievable, and sometimes bizarre facts that you just won't believe until you hear them. Fact 1. Octopuses have 3 hearts. Let's kick things off with a creature that's as mysterious as it is intelligent: the octopus. Did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts? 2 of these hearts pump blood to the gills, while the third pumps it to the rest of the body. But here's the really interesting part. The heart that supplies blood to the body actually stops beating when the octopus swims. This is why these clever creatures prefer to crawl rather than swim. It conserves energy. These fascinating beings also have blue blood, thanks to a copper-rich protein called hemocyanin, which is more efficient than hemoglobin at transporting oxygen in cold and low-oxygen environments. Fact 2. Honey never spoils. Next up, let's talk about something sweet: honey. This golden nectar isn't just delicious, it's practically immortal. Honey is the only food that doesn't spoil. Archaeologists have even found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. But what makes honey so special? It's all in the chemistry. Honey has a very low water content and a high acidity, which creates an environment where bacteria and microorganisms cannot survive. Additionally, bees add an enzyme called glucose oxidase to the nectar, which helps create hydrogen peroxide, a natural preservative. So, if you ever find an old jar of honey in your pantry, don't toss it out. It's still good. Fact 3. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't this. Next fact might just change the way you see your fruit salad. Believe it or not, bananas are technically berries, while strawberries are not. According to botanical definitions, a berry is a fruit produced from the ovary of a single flower, with seeds embedded in the flesh. Bananas fit this definition perfectly, as do cucumbers, kiwis, and even tomatoes. On the other hand, strawberries develop from a flower with multiple ovaries, which disqualifies them as berries. Instead, strawberries are classified as aggregate fruits because they form from a single flower with many ovaries, each producing a tiny seed on the outside. Mind blown yet? Just wait, there's more to come. Fact 4. There's enough DNA in the human body to stretch to the sun and back. Here's a fact that's out of this world. Literally, if you were to take all the DNA in your body and uncoil it, it would stretch for about 93 billion miles. That's enough to go to the sun and back. Not once, not twice, but over 600 times. This incredible distance is due to the sheer amount of DNA packed into every single cell in your body. Each cell contains about 6 feet of DNA, and with trillions of cells in your body, the total length becomes astronomical. DNA is coiled so tightly within the nucleus that it fits into spaces less than a micrometer in diameter. This super compact packaging allows your body to store massive amounts of genetic information in an incredibly tiny space. Fact 5. Sharks are older than trees. Sharks are some of the oldest creatures still swimming in our oceans. But did you know that they're actually older than trees? Sharks have been around for about 400 million years, whereas the earliest trees appeared around 350 million years ago. This means sharks have survived 5 mass extinction events, including the one that wiped out the dinosaurs. Their ancient lineage makes them one of the most successful species in the history of life on Earth. The secret to their survival? Evolution. Sharks have adapted to a wide range of environments and have developed some of the most advanced sensory systems in the animal kingdom, allowing them to detect prey from miles away. Fact 6. The Eiffel Tower can grow over 6 inches during summer. Next, we're heading to Paris for a towering fact. The Eiffel Tower, one of the most iconic structures in the world, actually grows in the summer. Thanks to thermal expansion, the iron in the tower expands when it heats up, causing the entire structure to grow by as much as 6 inches. As temperatures rise, the metal expands, and the tower can gain height. Conversely, in the winter, the metal contracts, and the tower shrinks back down. This phenomenon isn't unique to the Eiffel Tower. It happens to all metal structures to some degree, but it's particularly noticeable in such a large monument. Fact 7. You're more likely to be killed by a coconut than a shark. Sharks might seem like the ultimate ocean predator, but you're actually more likely to be killed by a falling coconut than a shark. Each year, about 150 people die from being hit by falling coconuts, whereas shark attacks result in fewer than 10 fatalities annually. This surprising statistic highlights how our perceptions of danger can often be skewed by media and movies. The real danger lies not in the water, but overhead, particularly if you're lounging under a coconut tree in the tropics. So next time you're on vacation, keep an eye on those coconuts. Fact 8. Hot water freezes faster than cold water. It sounds counterintuitive, but under certain conditions, hot water can freeze faster than cold water. This phenomenon is known as the Mpemba effect, named after a Tanzanian student who first observed it in 1963. Scientists are still debating the exact cause, but one theory is that hot water evaporates more quickly, reducing the volume that needs to be frozen. Another explanation involves the behavior of water molecules and the formation of hydrogen bonds. Whatever the reason, this paradoxical effect has been observed in various experiments, making it one of the most intriguing mysteries in physics. Fact 9. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Venus is often called Earth's sister planet, but it's a world of extremes. One of the most surprising facts about Venus is that a single day on the planet is longer than a year. Venus has an extremely slow rotation, taking about 243 Earth days to complete one full spin on its axis. However, it takes only about 225 Earth days for Venus to complete one orbit around the Sun. This means that a day on Venus, one full rotation, is longer than a Venusian year, one full orbit around the Sun. If you were standing on Venus, you'd see the Sun rise and set only once during the entire Venusian year. Fact 10. Wombat poop is cube-shaped. Australia is home to some of the world's most unique animals, but wombats might just take the cake for the strangest fact yet. These adorable marsupials produce poop that is cube-shaped. Wombats have incredibly long and slow digestive processes, taking up to 14 days to digest their food. This slow digestion allows for maximum absorption of nutrients, but it also means their poop is very dry and firm. As the poop passes through the intestines, it forms into distinct cubes, which helps it stack neatly in piles. Wombats use these piles to mark their territory, and the cube shape prevents the poop from rolling away. Fact 11. Butterflies taste with their feet. Butterflies are not just beautiful, they're also fascinating in how they experience the world. Did you know that butterflies taste with their feet? When a butterfly lands on a plant, sensors on its feet, known as chemoreceptors, detect the chemical composition of the plant. This allows the butterfly to determine whether the plant is suitable for laying eggs or for feeding. If the plant passes the taste test, the butterfly may decide to stick around and lay its eggs there. This unique adaptation is crucial for their survival, as it helps ensure that their larvae will have the right food source when they hatch. Fact 12. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Flamingos are known for their vibrant pink color and graceful synchronized movements. But did you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance? It's a fitting name for such a striking bird. Flamingos get their pink color from the carotenoid pigments in their diet, which comes from algae and crustaceans. These social birds often live in large colonies, and their synchronized behaviors, like group preening and marching, are not only visually stunning, but also serve important social functions within the group. The term flamboyance perfectly captures the flashy and extravagant appearance of these beautiful birds. Fact 13. The shortest war in history lasted 38 minutes. Wars often drag on for years or even decades, But the shortest war in history lasted just 38 minutes. This was the Anglo-Zanzibar War, fought on August 27, 1896, between the United Kingdom and the Sultanate of Zanzibar. The conflict was triggered when Sultan Khalid bin Bargash refused to step down after the death of his predecessor. The British, who had considerable influence in the region, issued an ultimatum, but the Sultan ignored it. At 9:02 a.m., the British launched an attack, and by 9:40 a.m., the Sultan's forces had surrendered. The war was over almost as soon as it began, leaving around 500 casualties on the Zanzibar side and one wounded British sailor. Fact 14. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. Sloths are famous for their slow movements, but here's something you might not know. They can hold their breath longer than dolphins. Fact 15. The Great Wall of China is not visible from space. You've probably heard the popular myth that the Great Wall of China is the only man-made structure visible from space. However, this isn't true. While the Great Wall is incredibly long, it's also very narrow and made from materials that blend into the natural landscape. Astronauts have confirmed that the wall is not visible to the naked eye from low Earth orbit. In fact, many other man-made structures like city lights, highways, and even airports are more visible from space than the Great Wall. The myth likely persists because the wall's length is so impressive, over 13,000 miles. Fact 16. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. Look up at the night sky, and you might see thousands of stars, but the true number is almost incomprehensible. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the Earth's beaches. Scientists estimate there are around 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe, each containing hundreds of billions of stars. That adds up to roughly 10 circumflex 24 stars, or a septillion stars. To put that in perspective, if you were to count all the grains of sand on every beach on Earth, you'd still come up short compared to the number of stars. This mind-boggling fact really puts into perspective just how vast our universe truly is. Fact 17. The human nose can detect trillions of scents. Our sense of smell is more powerful than we often realize. Recent studies suggest that the human nose can detect over 1 trillion different scents. This incredible ability comes from the roughly 400 olfactory receptors in our noses, which can combine in various ways to create a vast array of smells. Interestingly, scent is also closely linked to memory, which is why certain smells can instantly transport us back to a specific moment in time. This vast olfactory capacity helps us navigate the world, from detecting dangers like smoke or spoiled food, to enjoying the aroma of flowers and fresh-baked bread. Fact 18. Cats have fewer toes on their back paws. Here's a feline fact that might surprise you. Cats have fewer toes on their back paws than on their front paws. Most cats have 5 toes on each of their front paws, but only 4 on each of their back paws, for a total of 18 toes. This unique trait is thought to help with balance and movement. The extra toes on the front paws provide more traction and help cats grip surfaces, while the fewer toes on the back make them more efficient jumpers and runners. This asymmetry is just one of the many fascinating adaptations that make cats such skilled hunters and graceful animals. Fact 19. The longest word in the English language. The English language is full of long and complicated words, but do you know the longest one? It's pneumon ultra microscopic silicov volcanoconiosis, a 45-letter word that refers to a type of lung disease caused by inhaling very fine silicate or quartz dust. This word is often cited as the longest in major dictionaries, and it was actually coined to serve as a curiosity. While it's unlikely you'll ever need to use it in everyday conversation, it's a fun challenge to try and pronounce. Despite its length, the word is still a valid entry in Scrabble, though good luck finding a board big enough to play it. Fact 20. A blue whale's heart is the size of a car. Blue whales are the largest animals ever to have lived on Earth, and everything about them is massive, including their hearts. A blue whale's heart can weigh as much as 1,300 pounds, 590 kilograms, and is roughly the size of a small car. This enormous heart pumps around 60 gallons, 230 liters, of blood with each beat, and the whale's arteries are so large that a human could theoretically crawl through them. Despite their size, blue whales are gentle giants, feeding primarily on tiny krill. Their immense hearts are just one part of what makes these creatures so awe-inspiring. Fact 21. The hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth. The Earth has seen some extreme temperatures, but the hottest temperature ever recorded on the planet was 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 degrees Celsius, in Furnace Creek Ranch, Death Valley, California, on July 10, 1913. Death Valley is one of the hottest places on Earth due to its low elevation and the surrounding mountains that trap heat. This record-breaking temperature stands as a testament to the extreme conditions that can occur in Earth's deserts. Despite these scorching temperatures, Death Valley is home to a surprising variety of life, including plants, animals, and even human settlements. Fact 22. Cows have best friends. Cows are often seen as simple farm animals, but they have complex social lives that might surprise you. Research has shown that cows form close bonds with specific individuals in their herd, and these best friends spend a lot of time together. When separated from their best friends, cows can become stressed and exhibit signs of anxiety. This social bonding is similar to what we see in other intelligent animals, like elephants and dolphins. Understanding the social dynamics of cows can help improve their welfare in farming environments, ensuring they lead happier, healthier lives. Fact 23. The largest snowflake ever recorded. Snowflakes are delicate and intricate, but did you know that the largest snowflake ever recorded was 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick? This colossal snowflake was observed in Fort Keogh, Montana, during a snowstorm in January 1887. While most snowflakes are much smaller, typically around 0.1 to 0.2 inches in diameter, this giant flake was an extraordinary example of how nature can sometimes create extremes. The size of snowflakes depends on various factors, including temperature and humidity. But one this large is truly a rare phenomenon. Fact 24. You share 60% of your DNA with bananas. Humans might seem worlds apart from bananas, but at the genetic level, we share about 60% of our DNA with this fruit. This surprising fact highlights the common genetic building blocks shared by all living organisms. While this doesn't mean we're part banana, it does show that many of the basic biological processes, such as cell structure and function, are remarkably similar across different forms of life. This shared DNA is a testament to the interconnectedness of life on Earth and how all living things are part of the same evolutionary tree. Fact 25. The world's oldest piece of chewing gum. Chewing gum has been a favorite pastime for centuries, but the world's oldest piece of chewing gum is over 9,000 years old. Archaeologists discovered this ancient gum in Finland, and it was made from birch bark tar, which was used by prehistoric people for its antiseptic properties. The gum even contained teeth marks, giving us a direct connection to the person who chewed it thousands of years ago. This discovery provides insight into the daily lives of ancient humans and shows that some habits, like chewing gum, have been around for a very long time. Fact 26. The shortest commercial flight in the world. The shortest commercial flight in the world is between two islands in Scotland's Orkney Islands, Westray and Papa Westray. The flight covers a distance of just 1.7 miles and takes only about 90 seconds. Operated by Loganair, this tiny hop is a vital link for residents of the islands, providing quick access to essential services. Despite its brevity, the flight is a unique experience for passengers and a reminder of how air travel can connect even the most remote parts of the world. Fact 27. The Mona Lisa has no eyebrows. The Mona Lisa is one of the most famous paintings in the world. But have you ever noticed that she has no eyebrows? This isn't because Leonardo da Vinci forgot to paint them. It's believed that over time, the eyebrows have simply faded or been removed during cleaning. In Da Vinci's time, it was fashionable for women to pluck or shave their eyebrows, so it's also possible that the Mona Lisa's lack of eyebrows was intentional. Whatever the reason, this detail adds to the enigmatic quality of the painting, which continues to captivate viewers more than 500 years after it was created. Fact 28. Sea otters hold hands while sleeping. Sea otters are some of the most adorable animals in the ocean, and their behavior is just as cute. Sea otters hold hands while sleeping to prevent drifting apart. This behavior is known as a rafting, and it helps keep groups of otters together while they rest. Sea otters also wrap themselves in kelp to anchor themselves in place. These social animals form strong bonds with each other, and rafting is just one way they maintain those connections. It's also a heartwarming reminder of the importance of community and togetherness, even in the animal kingdom. Fact 29. The longest hiccuping spree. Hiccups can be annoying, but imagine having them for years. Charles Osborne holds the record for the longest hiccuping spree, which lasted for 68 years. Osborne started hiccuping in 1922 while attempting to weigh a hog before slaughtering it. The hiccups continued until 1990, during which time he was estimated to have hiccuped around 430 million times. Despite trying various remedies, Osborne's hiccups only stopped a year before his death. This bizarre and unfortunate condition remains one of the strangest medical mysteries ever recorded. Fact 30. Koalas sleep up to 22 hours a day. Koalas are known for their sleepy demeanor, and for good reason. They can sleep up to 22 hours a day. These Australian marsupials have a diet that consists mainly of eucalyptus leaves, which are low in nutrients and take a long time to digest. To conserve energy, koalas spend most of their time resting. When they're not sleeping, they're usually eating or climbing trees. This laid-back lifestyle makes koalas some of the sleepiest animals on the planet, but it also helps them survive in their specialized ecological niche. Fact 31. There are more bacteria in your mouth than people on Earth. Our mouths are teeming with life, specifically bacteria. In fact, there are more bacteria in your mouth than there are people on Earth. The human mouth is home to around 700 different species of bacteria, with billions of individual bacteria living on your teeth, gums, and tongue. While some bacteria are harmful, leading to tooth decay and gum disease, many are beneficial and play a crucial role in maintaining oral health. This microbial ecosystem is a reminder of the complex and interconnected nature of our bodies and the microscopic world we live in. Fact 32. The world's deepest postbox. Sending a letter underwater might sound impossible, but in Japan, you can do just that. The world's deepest postbox is located 33 feet, 10 meters, underwater in Susami Bay, Japan. This unique postbox was installed as a tourist attraction, and it's fully functional. Divers can write waterproof postcards and post them in the box, where they're collected and sent to their destinations. Since its installation in 1999, the underwater postbox has received tens of thousands of letters, making it a popular attraction for divers and tourists alike. Fact 33. Dolphins have names for each other. Dolphins are highly intelligent animals with complex social structures, and one of the most fascinating aspects of their communication is that they have names for each other. Dolphins use unique whistles to identify and call out to one another, much like how we use names. These signature whistles are developed by each dolphin and are used throughout their lives to maintain social bonds and coordinate activities. This sophisticated form of communication is just one of the many ways dolphins demonstrate their intelligence and social awareness. Fact 34. The smallest bone in the human body. The human body is full of wonders, and one of them is the tiniest bone located in your ear. The smallest bone in the human body is the stapes, also known as the stirrup bone, which is part of the middle ear. The stapes is only about 0.1 inches, 2.5 mm, long, and weighs just a few milligrams. Despite its small size, It plays a crucial role in our ability to hear by transmitting sound vibrations from the eardrum to the inner ear. This tiny bone is a testament to the intricate design of the human body and its ability to perform complex functions. Fact 35. The first vending machine dispensed holy water. Vending machines are a common sight today, dispensing everything from snacks to electronics. But the first vending machine had a more spiritual purpose. It dispensed holy water. Invented by Hero of Alexandria in the 1st century AD, this ancient vending machine worked by accepting a coin, which would trigger a lever to release a small amount of holy water. This device was used in temples to ensure that worshippers received a fair share of the water for their rituals. Hero's invention is a fascinating example of how technology has evolved over the centuries to meet various needs. Fact 36. A leap year occurs every 4 years. Leap years are a regular part of our calendar, but do you know why they occur every 4 years? The reason is that a year is not exactly 365 days. It's about 365.25 days. To account for this extra quarter of a day each year, we add an extra day, February 29th, every 4 years. This keeps our calendar in alignment with the Earth's orbit around the Sun. Without leap years, our calendar would gradually drift out of sync with the seasons, leading to confusion over time. By adding a leap day, we ensure that our calendar remains accurate and consistent. Fact 37. The world's largest desert is not hot. When you think of deserts, you probably picture hot, sandy landscapes. But the world's largest desert is actually cold: Antarctica. Deserts are defined by their lack of precipitation, not temperature, and Antarctica receives very little moisture, making it the driest continent on Earth. With an area of about 5.5 million square miles, 14.2 million square kilometers, Antarctica is the largest desert in the world, followed by the Arctic and the Sahara. Despite its harsh conditions, Antarctica is home to a variety of life, including penguins, seals, and hardy plants that have adapted to the extreme environment. Fact 38. Elephants can hear with their feet. Elephants are known for their large ears, but did you know they can also hear with their feet? Elephants can detect vibrations in the ground through sensitive cells in their feet. These vibrations, often caused by other elephants' movements or distant sounds, travel through the ground and are picked up by the elephant's feet, allowing them to sense danger or communicate over long distances. This ability is especially useful in detecting the approach of predators or other threats. The combination of their keen sense of hearing and their ability to detect vibrations makes elephants incredibly attuned to their environment. Fact 39. The world's oldest hotel has been operating. Since 705 AD, the world's oldest hotel, Nishiyama Onsen Keiyunkan, has been in operation since 705 AD. Located in Yamanashi Prefecture, Japan, this hot spring hotel has been run by the same family for over 50 generations. Despite its age, the hotel continues to welcome guests, offering a unique blend of history and relaxation. The secret to its longevity is its commitment to preserving tradition while adapting to modern needs. Visitors can enjoy the natural hot springs that have attracted guests for over a millennium, making it a living piece of history that continues to thrive in the present day. Fact 40. Your nose can remember 50,000 different scents. The human nose is an incredible organ, capable of distinguishing and remembering around 50,000 different scents. This olfactory prowess is possible because our noses contain about 400 types of scent receptors, which work together to identify a vast array of odors. While some animals, like dogs, have even more sensitive noses, the human sense of smell is still remarkably powerful and plays a key role in our experiences of taste, memory, and emotion. From the smell of fresh bread to the scent of rain, our noses help us connect with the world in ways we often take for granted. Fact 41. The shortest route between two continents is only 2.4 miles. The shortest route between two continents is a mere 2.4 miles, 3.8 kilometers, across the Bering Strait. separating Asia and North America. At its narrowest point, the strait lies between Russia's Chukotka Peninsula and Alaska's Seward Peninsula. During the last ice age, this area was part of a land bridge known as Beringia, which allowed humans and animals to migrate between the continents. Today, the Bering Strait is a vital connection between the two continents, and in winter, when the water freezes over, it's theoretically possible to walk from one continent to the other, though it would be an extremely challenging journey. Fact 42. Sharks can detect a drop of blood from a mile away. Sharks are often portrayed as fearsome predators, and their sense of smell is one reason why. Sharks can detect a single drop of blood in the ocean from up to a mile away. This incredible ability is due to their highly developed olfactory system, which allows them to pick up on the scent of blood and other substances in the water. This keen sense of smell helps sharks locate prey over long distances and is one of the reasons they are such efficient hunters. However, it's important to remember that sharks are not mindless predators. They play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems. Fact 43. Jellyfish are 95% water. Jellyfish are some of the most mysterious creatures in the ocean, and one of the most surprising things about them is that they are made up of 95% water. Their bodies are so delicate that they can be easily damaged by waves or currents. Despite their simple structure, jellyfish have been around for over 500 million years, making them one of the oldest living organisms on Earth. They lack brains, hearts, and bones, yet they have adapted to survive in a variety of marine environments, from shallow coastal waters to the deep sea. Their watery composition and resilience make jellyfish truly remarkable animals. Fact 44. The coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth. The coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth was a bone-chilling minus 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 89.2 degrees Celsius, at the Soviet Union's Vostok Station in Antarctica on July 21, 1983. This extreme cold is due to Antarctica's high elevation, clear skies, and lack of sunlight during the winter months. At these temperatures, exposed skin can freeze in just a few minutes, and survival becomes incredibly challenging. Despite these harsh conditions, scientists continue to work in Antarctica, studying the continent's unique environment and its impact on global climate patterns. Fact 45. The Sun makes up 99.86% of the solar system's mass. The Sun is not only the most massive object in our solar system, but it also makes up a staggering 99.86% of the total mass. This means that all the planets, moons, asteroids, and comets combined only account for a mere 0.14% of the solar system's mass. The Sun's immense gravity holds everything in orbit, from tiny Mercury to distant Neptune. Its mass is so vast because it is composed mostly of hydrogen and helium, the lightest elements in the universe, which fuse together to produce the energy that powers our solar system. Fact 46. A snail can sleep for up to 3 years. Snails are known for their slow pace, but did you know they can also take incredibly long naps? Some species of snails can sleep for up to 3 years. This hibernation-like state, known as estivation, occurs when conditions become too harsh, such as during droughts or extreme cold. During estivation, the snail seals itself in its shell with a layer of mucus to conserve moisture and energy. This ability to hibernate for extended periods helps snails survive in challenging environments and is a fascinating example of how animals adapt to their surroundings. Fact 47. The world's largest living structure is the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef, located off the coast of Australia, is the world's largest living structure, stretching over 1,400 miles, 2,300 kilometers. This massive coral reef system is made up of billions of tiny organisms known as coral polyps. The reef is so large that it can be seen from space and is home to an incredible diversity of marine life, including over 1,500 species of fish, 411 species of hard coral, and 134 species of sharks and rays. Unfortunately, the reef is under threat from climate change, pollution, and other human activities, making its conservation more important than ever. Fact 48. The Empire State Building has its own zip code. The Empire State Building is not only an iconic landmark in New York City, but it also has its own zip code, 10118. The building's immense size and the large number of businesses and offices housed within it led the United States Postal Service to assign it its own postal code in 1980. With over 100 floors and thousands of occupants, the Empire State Building functions almost like a small city, requiring a unique zip code to manage the vast amount of mail and deliveries it receives daily. This fact highlights the building's status as a symbol of American innovation and architectural prowess. Fact 49. Koalas have fingerprints, almost identical to humans. Koalas are adorable marsupials native to Australia, and one of their most surprising features is their fingerprints, which are almost identical to those of humans. In fact, koala fingerprints are so similar to human fingerprints that they can even confuse forensic experts. The ridges, loops, and whorls found on koala fingers are nearly indistinguishable from those on human fingers, making them a fascinating case of convergent evolution. Scientists believe that koalas developed these fingerprints to help them grasp and climb trees, where they spend most of their lives eating eucalyptus leaves. Fact 50. The world's largest volcano is underwater. The world's largest volcano is not Mount Everest or any land-based mountain, but is actually underwater. Mauna Loa, located in Hawaii, is the largest active volcano on Earth, and most of it lies beneath the ocean surface. When measured from its base on the ocean floor, Mauna Loa is over 30,000 feet, 9,144 meters, tall, making it taller than Mount Everest. The underwater portion of the volcano is so massive that it causes the ocean floor to sag under its weight. Mauna Loa is a powerful reminder of the dynamic forces shaping our planet, both above and below the water. These 50 fascinating facts have taken us on a journey through the strange, the surprising, and the awe-inspiring aspects of our world. From the depths of the ocean to the heights of space, the mysteries of life are all around us, waiting to be discovered. We hope these facts have sparked your curiosity and encouraged you to explore the wonders of the world with a new perspective. Thank you for joining us, and keep seeking out the amazing stories that make our planet such a remarkable place.